You have just started your 1,000 square meter campus tour with 1,000 possibilities and more. Welcome to Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School, the school of great price. Established in 2011, the school continues to produce globally competent students. Being blessed with a dedicated principal, equally hardworking staff, and yes, motivated teachers and responsive stakeholders, AMLSMHS now stands as a promising bulwark of education in this part of the world. Yet, she is not exempt from social and health issues that beset schools big and small in this postmodern era. Yes, she needs comfort now more than ever. Her 8 class sections with an average of 34 students each certainly need help. An answered prayer? Nestle's Wellness Campus now activates the entire school. Wellness Campus programs not only foster health and moral fitness, but also promote social and environmental awareness. And in just 3 years, many have achieved improvements in their lifestyle.
Akong ikasulti sa wellness, healthy ang akong anak o paspas kay siya manglihok-lihok. Nakahatag kini kabaskog sa akong anak dayon piskay gud siya.
The good news that Wellness Campus has brought to schools has inspired many and brought hope back despite the stress. Sapphire sky and emerald ground, lush vegetation, gorgeous sunrise with fun-loving and industrious people. AMLSMHS is a wonderland. Here is a good soil for gardening, livestock, vermicomposting, many other resources, and nurturing wellness. Because the school of great price now has the prize of great health. AMLSMHS plus Wellness Campus equals unlimited possibilities of living full, learning more. Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School of the school year 2020-2021. Welcome to the first virtual graduation and moving up ceremony with the theme Strengthening Quality Education amid COVID-19 pandemic. And now, the processional. requesting everyone to please stand for the national anthem. And please remain standing for the invocation with Shalome Balukan.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, ay masasinahanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang binirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo bagaw, ay hinagang tula, kawit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitigil, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay magtitigil. Lumanang araw ng warhabit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hinigaya na pagkay mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Almighty Father in heaven, we praise you for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be gathered to commence a new journey. Thank you for those fruitful years of giving us divine providence through different situations in our academic endeavor here in this dear alma mater. This time, as we march and receive our senior high school diploma, may your grace and power qualify and strengthen us to face the new beginning ahead. And may your wisdom guide us into choosing the course you want us to be in. Please hear this cry. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
To formally welcome us all to this virtual ceremony, we have Charlene P. Salimbot with honors.
Distinguished guests, your principal, Mrs. AMLSMHS, our dear teachers and staff, parents, fellow graduates. It is with great honor that I welcome you all to this memorable ceremony.
Up next is the presentation of candidates for graduation with the Grade 12 Advisor, Mr. Ruel T. Tubongbanwa, and the recommendation for confirmation with the Principal, Mrs. Angeles B. Graciadas, and finally, the confirmation of graduation with the Public Schools District Supervisor of District 4, Mrs. Catalina F. Tasa.
I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School. This school year 2020-2021 composed of 13 boys and 14 girls with a total of 27 grade 12 learners. I hereby request the office of the school principal to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Based upon the presentation by the class advisor that these 27 candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed all the requirements required for secondary education, I hereby certify that they are eligible for graduation, having completed satisfactorily the requirements for secondary curriculum prescribed by the Bureau of Secondary Education. May I therefore request the PSDS, Madam Catalina F. Tasa, to confirm their graduation.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Department of Education, Bayawan City Division, and in my capacity as Public Schools District Supervisor, I, Catalina F. Tasa, do hereby accept and confer the graduation of 13 males and 14 females for a total of 27 students who satisfactorily completed the basic requirements of the K-12 basic education curriculum for the school year 2020-21. Therefore, confirm you as graduates of Antonio M. Lacson Memorial High School. You are now ready to enroll in any college or university within the Republic of the Philippines. Congratulations!
Ladies and friends, the graduates of Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School, Batch 2021 in their white academic regalias are now marching, beginning with Gilimer P. Anarista, Raymart B. Bariga, Richard B. Bariga, Eduardo Jr. G. Bayato with honors, Jofil L. Vilorio, Gino B. Bironio, Rodel B. Cainiela, Jericho Lapis, Jimple P. Lapis, Ichilon E. Umboy, Jurich L. Pacanya, Jerry Jr. P. Patambag, Elino Jr. T. Raffles, Shelamay A. Balukan, Giselle E. Barnido, Christine Jane P. Basay, Ivy Joy Y. Calago with honors, Linlin A. Calago, Karen J. Caspe with honors, Rika May G. Ganyeda, Christine May C. Gutang, Sandra B. Layasan, Aname E. Ledesma, Maria Jeneline P. Patambag, Baybelu B. Roda with honors, Cherilyn P. Salimbo with honors, and Shieldmay G. Villarosa with honors. Congratulations to the batch 2021 of the graduates of Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School. This time, we will hear two messages, one from the DepEd Secretary herself, Professor Leonor Magtoles Briones, and another from the Regional Director of DepEd Region 7, Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez. So let us give our undivided attention.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Greetings of love and peace to each and every one. School year 2020-2021 has been the most challenging year in education. All been struggling to survive in all aspects. But our beloved Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones lead the baton that education must continue amidst whatever crisis we will be facing. And so, here we are, celebrating one of the most precious accomplishment that you have, your graduation and moving up ceremonies. It is one fleeting sense of pride and joy to be able to celebrate with all of you for your victory, bravery, resilience, perseverance, and commitment that push you to experience what we have today. So our beloved, most precious gems, our dear learners, just wanted to let you know that you are doing great. It is not easy to be learners with all the pressures in today's world. The more in these trying times due to pandemic. How you hurdle your lessons remotely through distance learning of varied modalities, the fear and scare of the virus due to negative publicity, and many more. But you survive and victorious. So, don't lose your heart if you find things difficult. Today, the world is so tested. It is a high time that you put all your learnings into action. Never be a bystander watching as the world takes a paradigm shift. Take the wheel. Collectively, the youth are stronger than any pandemic known to men. Remember, everyone is a student of life as we all keep learning something or the other throughout our lives. So, keep the faith and believe in yourselves. Work hard and work smart too. And with the right focus and determination, you will see that goals are not impossible to achieve. Just have a clear plan, and whatever detours come your way, don't be afraid. Face them with conviction that those are part of the pitfalls where we cannot evade. So be strong and let your education and learnings with God be your shield. And don't forget to thank the most honest persons in your life. Those who can say and tell you exactly what you are doing, either good or bad. Those who guide you sincerely to the path where you want to walk on. Who always with you in times of your successes and downfalls. They are your parents, teachers, relatives, and best friend. So learners, congratulations! You hit the mark on your timeline. To all the parents and guardians out there, your contribution towards the realization of the once dreams of your children is so great. Sustain it, and you will see and harvest the fruits of it sooner than later. So thank you for partnering with DepEd through your children's education. So to all of you, congratulations. To the school, I know how you struggle also, especially that the world was shocked of what happened and nobody was prepared. There were so many hows and whys, but you are able to navigate it until reaching its destination. So whatever is the experience and hardships, what is more important is the outcome of what you have done. That's why my salute to you. To our teachers, school heads, supervisors, and non-teaching personnel, you did a great job, worthy of emulation. I am proud of you. To the SDOs, I am so happy of what your division accomplished for school year 2020-2021. Your efforts doesn't go to vain. Now it comes into fruition. So to all, kudos. To everyone, always have the smile in you. See miracles in life every day, and you will be filled with positivity in thoughts and actions. Congratulations once again. Keep safe and God bless everyone.
Thank you, Professor Briones, and thank you, Dr. Jimenez. Now, for the words of gratitude, let's have Baby Lou Roda, one of the graduates, with honors.
It's hard to believe that 2 years had gone by since I got my pen and started to write my story of success in this campus. I blinked, and suddenly here I am. Who would have thought that we could come this far considering the situation now? Well, that probably is one of the greatest reasons to thank God for His providence through this crisis. Then to our teachers' patience and hard work, thank you, sirs and ma'ams, for the lesson successfully delivered with or without hindrances, and for helping us write the best part of our story. To my parents, ma, pa, sa inyong kahago o gugma nga mao'y nagduso ka namo sa pagpadayon bisan unsa pa man kalisod ang sitwasyon. To my sisters Karen and Ethel for helping me understand my modules and for being there anytime for me. I love you. To my classmates for the comfort and company on all walks we had as we did our high school things. Thank you for the smiles and laughter and tears you shared with me. And finally, to my dear alma mater, Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School, for the couple of wonderful and yet challenging years you have spent to teach us the mechanics and the ins and outs of life. To my classmates, my fellow graduates, today we have just put a period on the last sentence of the chapter of our senior high school life. And with the sufficient ink and content our alma mater dear has provided us for, I believe we are ready to flip a new page and write to continue the plot of life we have just started. God bless and congratulations.
At this juncture, let us have the presentation of the candidates for completion with the Grade 10 advisor, Mr. Joshua P. Ricaplaza, then the recommendation for confirmation with the principal, Mrs. Angeles B. Graciadas, and lastly, the confirmation of completion with the school's district supervisor, Madam Catalina F. Tasa.
Madam Lilani T. Cabrera, CISO 6, Schools Division Superintendent, I have the honor to present to you 39 candidates for the completion, 14 of whom are boys and 25 are girls of Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Bureau of Education, Department of Education. May I request Mrs. Angeles B. Graciadas, our school principal, to certify their eligibility for completion.
After careful scrutiny of the requirements submitted in my office, I have found that you have completed the requirements for graduation. I, therefore, certify that these 39 candidates for completion have fully satisfied the requirements prescribed by the department. Madam Catalina F. Tasa, They now await your confirmation.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Department of Education, Bayawan City Division, and in my capacity as Public Schools District Supervisor, I, Catalina F. Tasa, do hereby accept and confer the promotion of 14 males and 25 females for a total of 39 pupils or students who satisfactorily completed the basic requirement of the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum for school year 2020-21. Therefore, confirm you as completers of Antonio M. Lacson Memorial High School. You are now ready to enroll in the senior high school within the Republic of the Philippines. Congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Antonio M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School Grade 10 completers of the school year 2020-2021. Starting with Jade B. Abiliana, Mario L. Abiliana, Adrian Q. Cahigas, Charles A. Calago, Christian E. Calago, John Michael C. Calago, John Paul C. Granza, Samuel O. Gutam, Rosalito D. Layasan, Bonnie L. Mag-asin, Ronel A. Magbanwa, Real Jasper R. Pacanya, Reynaldo G. Sarboda, Dominique Q. Tuquero, Russell B. Aniñon with honors, Laika P. Aquino with honors, Angeline S. Baldomar, Jane A. Baldomar with honors, Jessa S. Baldomar, Rowena C. Bantilan, Chris Jane Bariga, Judeline E. Barnido, Dinah Rose V. Bayon, Regine B. Bernisto, Angeline V. Bulagaw, Maria Donna Jane P. Bulfa with honors, Dia L. Cainiela, Rhoda May B. Cainiela, April Joy J. Caspe, Lara May C. Concepcion with honors, Angel L. Ibugon, Novi R. Lastimosa, Rochelle D. Mariano. Jessel P. Quijano. Giselle D. Ridocto. Claudine N. Santillan. Claudine G. Sarboda with honors. Yen Yen B. Telio with honors. And Genevieve D. Villarin. Congratulations, completers batch 2021. This time, let us pause for a moment as we listen to the inspirational message of our honored schools division superintendent. Friends, please lend your ears to Madam Leilani T. Cabrera, CESO 6.
Quality education, a key to a nation's future. Good afternoon, students, faculty and staff, school administrators, and parents. Today, we mark the triumph of all in the journey of our students in another benchmark tick-off in their life goals. In the face of national and global health crisis, and the threat to economic collapse, we begin to think about the role of education in earnest when our fellow countrymen are deciding whether to send their children to school or help them hope their wares to put food on the table. Some of us may place education in the back seat in the face of physical immediate need. Yet, this is also the best time to rethink the value of education. We have so often heard of leaders harp on the value of education, and yet we still take pains in making it truly valuable and effective. Education has always been the primary mover of a society. It is an equalizer. If two students are given the same opportunity of good education, we can expect them to perform well, if not exactly the same level, but on equal terrain and terms, so to speak. Yet education may be our greatest failing too. A disrupted education may be a threat to societies. The United Nations estimates over 1 billion students who have not gone to school, as schools in over 160 countries were closed since the pandemic began, and over 40 million children worldwide have missed out on their critical preschool year. As education offers opportunities of personal development and development of society, an education gone wrong may also be the key to a society's undoing. What kind of education then do we need? We need education to thrive on even in this pandemic. And we need education to be of good quality. This is a tall order. This means we have to toil to surmount barriers as poor funding, lack of learning materials, lack of virtual and physical classrooms, conflict and order, hunger and poverty, teacher training, geographical distance, and many more. It is not education per se that we need to propel the nation to progress. It is education at its best and nothing less, for how can student A compete with student B If student A missed out on lessons, say for example, 3, 7, 10, and 12, if both students take a national qualifying exam, who do you think performs better between the two? Understanding of quality varies from country to country, from culture to culture, but most tend to agree on three fundamental principles: the need for relevance, the need for equity of access and outcome, and the need for proper observance of individual rights. These three principles that UNESCO observed to be fundamental in the definition of quality education cover parameters from enabling inputs to context, from learner characteristic to outputs. As students, are we learning relevant skills and knowledge for the 21st century? As teachers, are we up to date with our readings, strategies, and assessment? As students, do we have equal access to learning materials and technological infrastructures to better understand our lessons? As teachers, have we ensured equal access to learning materials and technological infrastructures to all our students? As students, do we have the enthusiasm and industry to learn? As teachers, do we have the enthusiasm and industry to share what we know? As students, are we fair to our classmates? Are we honest and fair even to our competitors? As teachers, are we honest and fair in our dealings with our students? As administrators, are we giving justice to the parents' hard-earned money? Are our policies fair and observant of our students, teachers, and parents' rights? Education is a basic right, but when our answers to the foregoing questions posed earlier predominantly say no, or when we are unable to convincingly say yes to all of them, then we are depriving our children of a basic right. Education is a basic right, and it has to be of good quality. Admittedly, our hurdles in the third world are more. Hence, our labors are more. Yet, we have our spirit to drive us to progress. Such a spirit must be nurtured to instill in our students love for learning, love for country, love for fellow men, love for the law, love for progress, love for tolerance and understanding, love for creation, love for life, love for family, and above all, love for what is godly and right. These are not fallback options or last resort or fail-safe options we revert to when we all else fail. Rather, I see this as aspects within our control and thus can be harnessed. Material requisites such as funding, physical classrooms, law and order, for the most part, may be beyond our control. But our spirit are ours to nurture and grow. Hence, it is my fervent wish and prayer for you graduates to hold on to your spirit, Nurture it and let it grow to be loving of what is just, beautiful and true, intelligent and godly. Congratulations to all!
Now for the words of gratitude in behalf of the grade 10 completers, we will have Yen Yen Telio with honors.
Smile, laughter, sleepy seatmate, angry teacher. All these paints a typical classroom. But all this faded away like smoke after COVID-19 sneaked itself into our lives, making us so afraid of the future and putting our success at risk. But success is never far away. It's within our fingertips. But we need someone to help us to get through this. And in fact, we had. With this, I thank God for the unending inspiration through the people around me. Sa akong papa o sa akong mama, mawa malato sa pagmahal o sa pagsuporta sa tanan akong gimbuhaton sa eskwelahan. To my classmates, whom I shared those wonderful experience with. To my teachers, sirs, moms, daghan kaayong salamat for the patience and for the diligence you showed us to follow. Lastly, to my beloved Antonia M. Lacson Senior Memorial High School, thank you for teaching us how to strike the brush through the canvas of our lives so that we could successfully blend the colors in. To my classmates, the completed batch of 2020-2021, we still have many paintings to do ahead. And as we mix the colors with our brush, let us remember to blend them with what God wants us to color with our life. My felicitation and my thanks.
This time we will have the Pledge of Loyalty to the Alma Mater with Eduardo Jr. Bayato, grade 12, with honors.
We, the graduating class of 2021, on this day of our graduation, do hereby solemnly swear to uphold the principle on which our alma mater stands, to live up the noble expectation of our beloved parents, teachers, to dedicate our talent in the fruitful service to the community and our God, and to pledge our loyalty to our alma mater. So help us God.
And that's all for our virtual graduation 2021. My felicitations to the grade 12 graduates and the grade 10 completers and parents. Special thanks to the AMLSMHS family, to my colleagues, especially to the principal, Mrs. Angeles B. Graciadas, and to the school's district supervisor, Madam Catalina F. Tasa, and to all who are watching live, thank you for joining in. God bless. Keep safe.